How do you stand out among all the other realtors in your area doing the same thing on socials?
That's a great question. Number one, we're always following the trends, right?
Mm.
Trends are super important. We want to stay on top of the trends, but we don't want to get so involved with the trends that we lose our like that part of that. How can I say this? We lose that sense of like who we're actually targeting. So if
Yeah.
something goes viral, it doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. So
Yeah.
we want to be able to attract the right people. So when it comes down to trends, is that we have to be super careful with that.
How do you stand out among all the other realtors doing home tours and talking about buying homes and all that stuff?
Perfect. So number one, we just do more than most, right? Like
Mm.
we actually post more video than most agents.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a big key to our success is we went from posting, every other day to once a day to twice a day. We got up to 8 times a day, right? Throughout a couple of pages, but we're at 8 times a day. Now, since then, we've scaled back to about 2 posts a day. So now we're like around
Okay.
2 to 3. But that was the key. Like we're gonna, if somebody was gonna go on Instagram, they're gonna keep seeing our videos over and over because everyone's doing the same thing. And so
Yep.
if everyone's doing the same thing, well, the key is just to do more than them. So that's one way we've been able to stand out. Another way is staying on top of the trends like we talked about. Shorter videos working better right now for home tours. So anywhere
Mm.
from like 8 to 15 seconds is working really well. The times where it was a minute and 20, those videos don't do as great anymore. So adapting fast, right? When we
Yeah.
see something that works, we hit it until it doesn't, and then we make a pivot and go into the next thing that works. And then one thing that most home tour agents or home tour social media gurus that they don't do is talking videos. They do so many home tours, but they don't show their face, right?
Yeah.
They're not actually talking. So one thing that separates us is we talk with conviction and we provide value. For us, we use the same value above vanity always. So it's not about me. It's not about how I'm dressed. It's not about me coming out of my cool car. It's about me providing value to the consumer. And some agents, they start getting the likes and the views and they get away from that. And
Yeah.
we stick to it. Value above vanity always. So that's how we've been able to stand out. And it's really just doing a lot of content.
That's a really good point, that it's really easy to get wrapped up in the likes and the view count and those vanity metrics, because you had said when you find out something works, you hit it hard until it doesn't. So what are things that you're looking at to see if something, quote, is working or, quote, has stopped working?
Number one is our transaction count. Is our transaction count from social media up or down? And if it's the same, okay, how can we adjust it? If it's down, let's adjust. Now, number two is going to be lead count, right? If we're doing the right type of content, we're going to attract the right type of leads. Now, just because we get 1,000 leads doesn't mean they're the right leads, but that's going to be a good indicator that we're doing the right type of content. So when, let's say we probably average around 280 leads per month right now, which is super low
Wow.
for us. It used to be closer to like, yeah, it used to be closer to like 500-600 a month when things
Wow.
were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple of
I
thousand
think I
months.
think it's I think it's low for everybody right now. Instagram is
Yeah,
going through some changes.
yeah. So we're all seeing it, right? And so if we
Hmm.
can capture 200 leads, 300 leads in a month, we're still fine.
Hmm.
But we're constantly looking at our metrics, seeing, okay, did that work? This doesn't work anymore. Stop doing it. Shut it down. Let's move on to the next thing. And that's really how we've been able to stay on top of it, is measuring our actual results from transactions closed and open escrows, leads coming in, and then people just engaging with us. We look at shares. And then we look at comments are super important. So shares, comments, and DMs are super important to us. View, likes, followers don't matter anymore.
Okay, rewind and re-listen to that, because that is like key. We love that, because it is important that they are sharing your stuff with their friends and family. That's like valuable to you. Somebody liking your post is like, it's not super important. I mean, it's great for, the vanity, right? But it's not like going to really do anything on your end.
Feels good.
It feels good. Like, oh, they liked it.
Yeah, we're not here for feelings. We're here for results. So.
Absolutely. Results. That's a good word. There we go.